My name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle. Hi, my name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our broadcast of tonight's UPSL Premier Virginia North Conference matchup between your Doradus FC and Alexandria Reds, traveling cross town for a matchup under the lights here on a blustery Sunday evening. We have a moment to give thanks to our sponsors who have made this broadcast possible. We'll come right back with that and the walkout and anthem in just a moment after this. I want to give a big shout out to Priority Toyota of Springfield, who have made tonight's broadcast possible. On behalf of Doradus and the fans, we want to thank Priority Toyota, where our number one priority is you. When you buy a car from Priority Automotive, you really can have it all. Like a huge selection of new and used vehicles, low prices, and stellar customer service, and a lifetime value package that saves our customers every year. Priority Toyota of Springfield, where the number one priority is you. The engine's guaranteed for life as long as you own the vehicle. State inspections. Thank you for visiting Priority. Check out Toyota, the Priority Toyota in Springfield, Virginia, the number one place to buy a car. If you're in the Nova area looking for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, check out Springfield Toyota for all your automotive needs. And thanks again to Springfield Toyota for making tonight's broadcast possible. Teams making their final preparations to get started for the beginning of this one. ASA Reds coming off of a tightly contested match where they shared points with Los Toros. Certainly was a big piece of points to pick up. Los Toros showed their quality on Thursday by drawing points with league frontrunners Arlington SA, who previously had been the number one power ranked team heading into the season, coming off of a championship. ASA Reds certainly etched themselves as a front-runner contender for playoffs and maybe more with that performance, and have picked up points earlier in the season as well. Doradus, meanwhile, had a difficult start to the season in Week 1 against Los Toros, with dropping points with a 3-0 defeat, but Los Toros have certainly showed themselves to be real quality, and now Doradus will look to get back in the driver's seat. Had success last night over in the Super Soccer League with a whopping 7-2 victory over world-class Premier. We'll see if they can keep that momentum into tonight's match. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. We appreciate your patronage. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast. If you would be so kind, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Each like helps new viewers find us in the algorithm. YouTube recommends the video. Every time the video gets liked a little bit more. And of course, engage in the chat. Make sure to let us know your favorite players to watch out for. Of course, score predictions before we get kicked off, and any other observations on the match. We'll be checking the chat and engaging with you. We also have, for your viewing pleasure, the Steel Pulse, the end of the Steel Pulse versus Peru United match up in Baltimore. And kicking off at 8 p.m., Baltimore City FC will square off against the Frederick Kings with Aaron Burbridge on the call. Meanwhile, over in the UPSL, DMV North, MSI hosts the Maryland Bobcats with Matt Geyer and Josh Campbell on the call. Before we get kicked off, I want to share a quick message from Priority Toyota, where the number one priority is you, and then we'll get right into the walkout, the anthem, and match kickoff here from John R. Lewis in Springfield, Virginia.
Versus a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle.
Well, it's time now for the walkout, for the anthem, and for match kickoff. Get those predictions in. Share this link with all your family and friends. Let's get as many people into this, as I'm sure this is going to be one of those matches to enjoy. You're live on DMV Sports Media YouTube, your only place for the top UPSL and amateur and semi-professional coverage in the DMV. We'll now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. And without further ado, the walkout is finished, anthem played, and it's time for match kickoff here at John R. Lewis High School in Springfield, Virginia. It's a somewhat chilly night after we've had some beautiful weather, but I'm sure things will get heated up for those players down on the pitch. Your Doradus FC will play left to right, wearing their all-wet white kits with red trim, and of course the ASA Reds will play right to left, wearing their traditional red kit. This is, dare I say, a must-win for Doradus here in the UPSL. They've only played the one game thus far, and will look to get some points. It's a competitive conference, as it always is, but especially so this season, and they'll look to get off the mark. Important players to watch out for. Collins Frimpong has been so dangerous vertically. He'll take his place on that far left wing. Of course, Nathan Pezmino will see a lot of the ball and serve as the fulcrum point for this side, distributing forward. And in goal, Christian Kalkner, the former Maryland Bobcat Sierra Leonean veteran, will use his leadership to try to lock things down at the back. And we are underway. The Reds will send this all the way back. Hutcherson under some pressure. We'll look upfield. That's a good overlapping run. Here comes Ethan Hutcherson cutting back as Mino stayed outside, but the attack is still going. Hutcherson, blanketed by a sea of white. It's well defended. Belichiu will send this forward. This is well possessed. Reds not showing any urgency. They have plenty of time and space to work this field. Sent over the far side by William Caballero. Good little turn in the midfield. It's in behind. Here's the opportunity. Flag stays down. Oh, and there's the goal. The finish past Kalkner from point-blank range. And the goal is scored by Ben Andrews. Perfectly timed run, a beautifully weighted through ball, and Andrews have ASA Reds off immediately off the mark. Kalkner came off his line but was powerless to stop this one. Take a look at the replay. Final challenge put a little pressure on Ben Andrews, but he would not be denied from point-blank range. Now, the question is, how will Doradus respond? Going down in the second minute, a gut punch right off the mark, but so much time in this game, the nature of which we have yet to see. Ooh, Flores' ball doesn't clear the first man. Anderson will put it right back down. And it's hotly contested in the mid. Dimitri Turner was involved. It's back again. And the final ball was cut out in the nick of time. This is Turan. Didn't like what he saw in front of him, and now it's Juarez sending it forward just behind that line of Reds. Went a little early, did Eldor Fitzum. It's very, very tight. Well, we started by Mateus Hendy. And Reds are right back on the front foot. They've got width. Now the square ball across. Oh, it's just missed. A beautiful ball in. Take a look back at this one. It was a strike from point-blank range by Andrews, that close to a second. Doradus will try to play from the back this time. On the far touchline. Good little turn there from Frimpong. Collins Frimpong thought he had kept it alive, but the ball had already gone. And now it's going to be a throw for the Alexandria Reds. Sent in the direction of Hutcherson. Hutcherson flicks it to Hendy. And now forward. Great tackle to keep this one away from Hutcherson. Doradus, I've already been exposed a few times. Reds, don't they move the ball so seamlessly? Make this field look a lot wider than it is. Oh, that's a poor mistake at the back. Here's a chance. Fitzum is there. There's an immediate strike from Belichiu. And finally, Kalkner will receive this one without much trouble. Good turn from Turner. And now Andrews. And it's dumped out of harm's way as the Reds will show some patience. Building this one up, absolute commentator's curse almost. A catastrophic mistake from the Reds. Dimitri Turner has taken this one on himself, and he's got Andrews on this near side. Andrews driving into the middle, has some support, and he's shot blocked. And finally, Pazmino able to get a piece of this one. This is down the line. Finally cut out, but Legname will have a piece. Goalkeeper finally off the line and able to intervene. Was first real interaction from the Reds number 1, and he is alert to the danger. Turan. Now Doradus. Plenty of time and space, but there's nothing over the top. Sent in the direction of Milton Juarez and Frimpong, but well cut out. Now down the line. Looks like Chong will get this away. There's a quick delivery from the throw. Back into the feet of Barrick. And Turan will cut inside. Turner is there. Dimitri Turner in between two bracketed players. Turner, Andrews, and back to Turner down the line. To the end line he goes. Dimitri Turner showing off the footwork, but couldn't find the final product. This is out of the air by Frimpong and over the top. And finally it will turn possession without much controversy. That was Charles Feinfuss, who is your number 1 today for the Alexandria Reds. Apologies for the pauses. Got the roster's a little late, but we're making notes as we go. This is Juarez over to Collins Frimpong. Frimpong has been the man on fire for Doradus. That time maybe held on a little too long. Didn't have space to run into, which is where he excels. Matthias Hendy goes down and has won the set piece inside of his own territory.
Yes, sir.
Reds looking for something down the line. Kind of overcooked, but the second ball falls kindly for Andrews. And Reds now space on the near side. The service does find a seam. It's out of the air, and Kalkner throws well. It was one of those moments that could have tested this goalkeeper. This is going to be a real test of their character, Doradus, and I think they've got the leadership both on the field and from their coaching staff to weather the storm. Certainly Reds have looked a really strong team, and I think I may have counted them out too early and not talking about them when we talk about title contenders. This is over the top. Fitz chases it down, but now it's back to the Reds. Hutcherson uses the square pass to get out just outside the range of Frimpong and trickles over the near touch. Welcome, Dark Side Gaming, and of course Madeline Chapman. Thanks for joining. As per usual, this is going to be a throw here on the near side. That's would take a little bit of effort to do that twice. Popped straight up and into the trash can. And Andrew Turan will send this back into play. Well settled in a dangerous area, and Doradus, of course, will send it back to their number one. Here's a big booming kick up the field. It connects. Milton Juarez receiving from Kalkner. Now down the line it goes. It's outside the range of anyone. Schweinfuss will start the attack again. Certainly this is a back line and goalkeeping array that very much comfortable playing from the back. Sent to the feet of Hutcherson. And Turner will drop deep in order to help get this one out. Turner is a player who certainly looks to feature prominently on the ball. That's good pressure from Franco, but Reds still able to play keep away. Into the middle. Turned towards the space. Juarez shapes it, and the tackle comes in the nick of time. Here's the turn from Franco. Pocket picked. And it's back from whence we began. Velasquez gets it off his feet. Turner will strike and finally blocked. Hutcherson and Ba in a battle. Out down the line it goes. Poor touch, and Reds happy to oblige. This is a beautiful ball from Hutcherson into Turner. Turner, we find a window, still going. Dimitri Turner takes it, and the service was there. Andrews kicking himself, thought he could get there, but that's another warning shot across the bow for Doradus. Set piece to come. Sent in, and down the line, just running out of real estate, are Doradus. Sent in the direction of Pazmino. There's Carlos Velasquez. Will deliver one to Turner. Excuse me, this is Hendy. A little too hot for Hendy to handle. And we'll start from Doradus, number 1. Looks like we are going to see an early switch for Doradus. Surprise to see Quincy Marshall. Well, maybe it's not such a surprise. Quincy Marshall is a regular piece of this back line. It looks like Chong is the one making way. It's sent in. Turan creating the width. Franco turns. He's got Frimpong down the line. Collins Frimpong with the acceleration. Can he get it across? Yes, he can. Oh, it's well cut out. Just in the nick of time. Doradus not done yet. This is the turn from Juarez. Back to Pazmino, and now it's Ba on the line. Ba cutting, lofting, and that won't find anyone safe for an opponent head. Good battle. Frimpong turns again. Collins Frimpong with that left foot. Oh, what a save from Charles Feinfuss to deny Collins Frimpong. Lovely little curling shot. Oh, that's a bad tackle, and it definitely will be a card. Looks like Edwin Guevara, the guilty party, and he'll go in the book without much controversy. Let's take a look back first at this save, and if we get time, I'd love to show the card as well. This is a beautiful save, the strong hand from Schweinfuss. And of course the challenge. It was Jovan Bogdanovic who went down and could have found himself in. So in a cynical manner, it's a good challenge. This is into the area. Not too much trouble for Christian Kalkner. The Sierra Leonean number 1 not finding the connection he would have liked that time. Perhaps a bit rusty on the drop kick, but a good save nonetheless. This will be a throw on the near side for the Reds. Velasquez will put it in. Oh, poor return pass. And a foul will go against the Reds right at midfield. Turan will send it back in order to go forward. Here's Quincy Marshall. Popped into the corner, and Reds doing just enough. Will be a throw for Doradus, who have come alive into this game. Milton Avalos Toros is the one to send that away. Here's the turn from Franco. Now Milton Juarez looking to thread the needle. He had a couple of potential takers. Oliver Fitzum. Oh, there is a coming together between the players. Andrew Turan, the guilty party. But no card. Now out wide it goes. Pazmino, lovely skill, finding Franco. Franco turns, but turned right into the pressure. Andrews, likewise dispossessed, has support on his near side. And it's right back down the line for Velasquez. Velasquez missing the final pass. Bogdanovic was the intended target. Well, we'll see a throw now for Doradus. Turan sends it down the line. He's got Frimpong. Frimpong blanketed by red shirts, and now it's lumped forward. Clever skill from Turner. And it's back into the middle. To the near side it goes. Andrews looking for a return pass. He'll get it. Andrews now spreading the love out wide. Ethan Hutcherson, he's a player with some pace. Runs right into trouble that time, and we're out. Here comes Milton Juarez, streaking forward and taken down from behind. And we're going to see a potential card. Yeah, the caution, it does go the way of Milton Avalos Torres. Milton on Milton crime there. Milton Avalos Toros fouling Milton Juarez. We're going to see a set piece just inside of the Reds' territory. This one's sent on the ground for Marshall. Doradus will maintain their possession. Reds have a really good shape to defend, and they will take advantage. Hutcherson into the feet of Hendy. Once again, Carlos Torres will go back, and now it ricochets. Bogdanovic still going. Bogdanovic sends it in. Goalkeeper off the line. And Kalkner gets there in the nick of time. Good pass to break the pressure. Doradus are forward. And that was intended for Ba. Ba was second to it. Finally, Reds have some space. Strike from distance. And that was a hopeful shot from Hendy. Goal kick to come. Hey, Jack Pinson. Hey, yeah. Thanks. I was wondering who that was. It's Jack. Oh. Nope, I see it. Yeah, I was surprised too. I guess maybe they felt there was coverage, or maybe they're just on their best behavior today. But I agree. I kind of thought the same thing, Jack. Welcome, Random Aussie, as well. Awesome. This is great. I honestly was feeling a little bit like I was screaming into the void. Didn't see anyone joining, but now we got Random Aussie. We got Madeline, who's been the #1 fan. And, of course, Jack, the former Doradus #1, had a massive performance today over in the Los Toros Amateur Cup win over Westchester, who really are soccer royalty up in eastern Pennsylvania, but they've been dethroned by Los Toros today. Enough about that. We're back here. Frimpong switching the point of attack, and that will not connect with the far man. That was Fitsum. Fitsum had a great match last night, but hasn't really found that extra gear to check into today, and Doradus will need it. Reds have been on point, both defensively and on the offensive side of the ball, goalkeeping as well. It's going to take something special. Here is the cross in the direction of Frimpong, and the final touch comes off of Frimpong. Certainly a goal kick to come. And it's back outside. Well, that's a poor giveaway. Doradus not taking advantage of what they've been given. Oh, here's an opportunity. Milton Juarez heard me, and he is taking advantage. It's sent in. Goalkeeper punches. And it looks like Schweinfuss did it just enough. It's back to Turan. Turan has Franco. And Marshall now will spread the field. Doradus looking better as they get into this game. Milton Juarez to the end line, on the line, and it's well marshaled out. Goal kick to follow. It's going to be a goal kick. Oof, that's rough. Random ASA. You guys need to sign Jack Pinson. Bring him down to the land down under. That'll help that goal differential. If you guys are stamping visas. I know Australia has a pretty tight immigration policy. Jack, what do you say? Do you want to sign a contract over and land down under? Random Aussie's team certainly seems like they need a goalkeeper. Sent back by Hutcherson, and Reds will keep possession. Sent towards Hendy, but Quincy Marshall showing why he's been brought on. I'm curious to know why Marshall wasn't on the field. Maybe he wasn't here to start, or maybe he was arriving late. It just seems such a strange move to use up one of your subs so early on. Anyways, it's Dimitri Turner. Right back outside. Andy. Didn't see anything he liked. We'll send it back. Frimpong is there. And that one worked out. I'm not sure that was Frimpong's intention, but this is much better from Doradus. Really strong networking to get forward. Franco almost connecting with Fitzum, but wasn't to be. The gift is there. It's down the line from Malegna. Fitzum needs to find a window, shoots, and he scores. There it is. Alador Fitzum has put one in the back of the net to level this thing up. Well, we said Fitzum didn't have the start that he would have liked, but he has found his way into this game with a great left-footed strike. Alador Fitzum, class is timeless, and you knew he would come alive. Doradus, a lifeline back into this game. One apiece. Take a look. The beautiful ball in, and then the finish tucked low outside the rush of Schweinfuss. And we're back underway. Level playing field here in the 27th minute. It's dispossessed. Bogdanovic going to work to try to win this. We're not going to see a foul. And here's Hutcherson to the end. Hutcherson goes down off the ball. This is getting more physical, and we are going to have a set piece for the Reds. Back inside for Turner. Tempers certainly rising here, and tensions are high. Here's Dimitri Turner cutting and slaloming through players. He's got support down the line. Andrews already has one goal to his name. This time he's going for the back post. Pinballs around. And the final effort takes it to touch off of the Doradus man, and Reds will stack bodies here into this box. Boxing kangaroo, huge spiders. Snakes, you sure? Interesting. Here comes the delivery. Andrews will take it himself. Lofted into a dangerous area, but always bending away. Dimitri Turner will take this one on, and Kalkner gets everything behind it. Kirsten Kalkner with a big throw downfield. He may connect with Malegning. Malegnin did a little too much. Reds did what you're supposed to do as a defender. You just got to slow down the attack and wait for help, and that's exactly what happened. Now it's Andrews back to Turner. Those two have really worked well together today. Blocked out. Nice little turn, but Doradus were there. Here's Frimpong. He excels in space. Can he get him behind? Tried to thread the needle. But in the end, there was no space to be found. This is a foul against Frimpong. Andrews is able to find a man, and now Reds able to hook and ladder this one down the pitch. Hutcherson beats a man. Can he get it across? Yes, he can. And well deflected out. Quincy Marshall, the first to it. Andrews. Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Turner, Dimitri Turner. Slaloming, how has he kept hold of that? Serves it to the top of the 18 now. Andrews on a line. The acrobatic kick is there, but didn't connect with what would have been goal of the season for sure. Take a look back at this service from Andrews, the attempt from Turner, and the intervention from Edwin Guevara. Didn't get on the ball, but did enough to put off the attacker. Be a throw on the far side. Reds put it to the ground. Hutcherson sends it across. Here's Andrews. He's got an overlapping run. Will take it himself. That's well saved by Kalkner. Franco. Looking down the pitch. Will find a colleague on the far touch. Lovely little turn. But Hutcherson ran out of real estate. Guevara sends it to Turan now. Franco. And lovely little turn there. Through the contact. It's an audacious effort downfield from Guevara, but couldn't quite connect. Schweinfuss is there. Abu Maleligan was the intended target. It's over the top. Turner first to it. Dimitri Turner flicks it to the corner, and no final recipient. Stays on the ground. Here comes Quincy Marshall. Little challenge. Still, Morales will continue. That's right, Animosity there. Whoever's watching, hit that like button. Surprised we don't have more viewers, although there are several matches going on, and a lot of our viewers probably playing in games themselves. Sunday is the day when everybody plays, especially Sunday evening, early evening. We also have 3 or 4 matches on right now. I think just 3. One of them probably just ended. This is down the line, and nobody's happy. Reds will get it their way. Hutcherson caught on the ball. Good switch of play. The early ball sent towards. Beautiful intervention there from Christian Kalkner. Bogdanovich was the target. The server was Velasquez. And again, Doradus able to make the intervention. Here's Velasquez again. Big service. Marshall over to Guevara. And right back over to Marshall. Duran trying to create some depth, and this will make its way forward. Picked up by Pazmino, right down to Frimpong. Frimpong has space in front of him. Here comes Collins Frimpong. Slaloming, getting it off his feet. Here's Pazmino. And Pazmino couldn't wrap his foot around it. The attack finally peters out. Goal kick to come for the Reds. It's a strong result for Peoria United. Honestly, it's tough to beat Steel Pulse. That's good to see. Kind of a play is underway. Here comes the attack down the far side. Top of the 18, Franco hits it, not far wide at all. And David Franco needed no second invitation when that space opened up. And we're going to have another goal kick to come. Charles Feinfuss standing over it. Will knock it into the midfield. Flicked on. There is Collins Frimpong. Galloping through traffic and finding the outlet. It's down the line. Flick on doesn't quite connect. It's a quick throw. Hutcherson is down the line. Frimpong intervenes, and it is going to be a foul. Frimpong going in and earning the set piece, or rather giving the set piece. I forget what we were talking about. What'd you miss, Jack? I can't even remember what we were talking about. Yeah, I don't think that was a foul either, but it is going to be a set piece nonetheless. It's lofted to the backside. Kalkner has to get a hand to it, and now Hendy in to the top of the 6 again. Well cleared by Frimpong. Sent right back outside. Here's a square ball. No one's there on the back posts, and it will be an easy Doradus throw. Oh, yeah. Well, the first goal was like immediate. Reds scored in the second minute. It was a well-timed run and perfectly weighted ball, but I think if you're Doradus, way too direct a ball to be breaking down the back line. You have to have a more cohesive back line, and I think that's part of why we may have saw an early change to shake things up. It's down the line. Franco finds Juarez. Milton Juarez turning. Juarez showing class. He's got Frimpong. Frimpong excels in these spaces. Here comes Collins Frimpong. And there's a good challenge. Frimpong, he's got pace, but he's got to be a little bit less predictable. If he can get some more unpredictability when he's driving at defenses, I think he'll open up a new dimension to his game. But he is a player with so much potential. Has already showed some of that potential both today and last night. Had a hat trick on the midweek match against Blazers. This is sent in behind. Turner's there. And we'll keep it alive. Doesn't want the corner. But it's well won back. Ooh, final pass couldn't be controlled. And it's sent to the top of the 18. Good turn. But maybe that wasn't the place to be trying to turn right into Red's back line. Doradus need a little bit more hold-up play from Nebu Maleligan. Here's Juarez. Frimpong. Now Ba. Ba will try one, but this is always rising. And it's going to be a goal kick to come. Ball down the line, right back to Andrews. And it's cut out by Pazmino. Turan now over to Franco. Doradus have possession. Only 5 minutes left to go in the half. This half has flown by in a hurry. It's been some lovely play, enjoyable to watch. Two balanced and matched up teams. And the outlet pass. Schweinfist will send it away. It's ping-ponged around. Good win from Franco. Franco has a man, and it's Collins Frimpong near on the near side. Frimpong driving, setting the table. No one's there. And that's disappointing for Doradus. 42nd minute, and just about 3 minutes plus whatever stoppage is given for one of these teams to try to find some momentum and potentially a go-ahead goal before the half. It's a booming kick across the midfield. Cut out by Andrew Turan. Meanwhile, over in the MSI there's going to be a throw on the near side. Hey, Josh, if the lighting is bad, turn the ND filter to all the way down, like to the bottom setting. The little flick on the side of the camera, it says ND filter. It's on the left side.
Put it further down?
It's on the left side of the actual physical camera. You'll see. It's like a...
Is that the furthest down?
Yeah, go all the way. Oh, it's all the way down? Damn. That is a...
No, yeah. I realized it was a little dark earlier.
Okay, well, if that's just how the field is, there's nothing you can do. All right, good luck. Bye. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. You got a little picture behind the DMV Sports Media curtain. Should have muted myself, but I guess now you got to see a little picture. Here comes Ba. Back to Franco. Franco gives it away. It's certainly a foul. And Reds certainly think there was a card in the making there too. No card was given. And we're back underway. Down the line it goes. Andrews gives it right back. Velasquez. It's a lovely little turn. There's Dimitri Turner back out. The wide areas. Hutcherson. Still going. Dimitri Turner finds Hendy. And the attack peters out. Turan down the line. Maleligan able to get a foot to it in the nick of time. Still going. Nabu Maleligan needs to find an outlet, and instead will go for the home run ball to the corner. Goalkeeper stays on the line. Ba has left the defender. Oh, in the dust. Did the hard part, and the final effort just a bit anticlimactic. Just an incredible piece of skill, but never any of the bend required. Sent that far away from where it needed to be. Sent back. Guevara able to intervene. We've now entered the stoppage time. I'm telling how much we've got, though. This is a drive from Doradus. More skill from Ba. Perhaps that wasn't the moment for it. We'll get some help from his teammates. Hendy down the line. Guevara already on thin ice right now. Even up match so far, yeah. Mr. Taylor, good to see you again. That is going to do it. Halftime whistle. Reds went up in the second minute. A big goal for Ben Andrews, assisted by, I believe, Dimitri Turner. Have to run that one back, but Doradus found their way back into the game. Alador Fitzum finished off a lovely strike with the left foot to bring us into the half on level footing. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our other games if you haven't gotten your footy fix here at the half. There's a couple other matches on. Frederick Kings taking on Baltimore City FC up in Baltimore, live on DMV Sports Media. And, of course, from Rockville, MSI Pro and the Maryland Bobcats with Joshua Campbell and Matt Geyer on the call. But we will have the second 45 for you in just a bit. Grab a snack, get a drink, and share this link with all your friends. And strap in. We've got a really well-matched couple of teams here fighting for the points in the second 45. We'll take our break and see you after this quick break. Thanks again to our sponsor who have made today possible. On behalf of Doradus and all the fans, we want to thank Priority Toyota of Springfield. Please consider Priority Toyota when you go to buy your next vehicle. Whether new or used, they are your trusted source for the best customer service and the best selection in this area. Take a look at the message from them, and then we'll get into the halftime break.
My name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of Earn Customers for Life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle. Hi, my name is
Welcome back here. Second half of this UPSL Premier Virginia North Conference matchup. Doradus FC hosting the Alexandria Reds here at lovely John R. Lewis High School in Springfield, Virginia. It was the Reds who scored first. Ben Andrews knocking home the second-minute strike to give Reds the early lead, but Doradus, they did find their way back into this one. Alador Fitzum putting one into the back of the net with a strong left-footed strike past Schweinfuss. This half, Doradus will play right to left wearing their all-white kits, and of course Reds will wear their traditional red kits, playing left to right. Indy doesn't connect, and now the counterattack is on. This is Collins Frimpong. Bobbing, weaving, can't connect with Milton Juarez. Hendy sends it back to Andrews. There's a good turn from Andrews. Turner will switch the point of attack over to the near side. And here comes Hutcherson. Looking around the corner, Hutcherson cuts. Ethan Hutcherson squares it to Hendy. A little too hot to handle. Second ball still in the mix. Dimitri Turner getting his time on the ball, and he'll send it out wide. There's Turner again. And play will continue. Oh, that's a poor pass out, and here comes the early delivery. There's the chance. Doradus send it in. Golazo! And there's the finish. The go-ahead goal from Nebu Maleligan. And he would not be denied. Clever little ball to tuck it under the Reds' number one. And just like that, Doradus FC on the front foot. It was a timely mistake that led to the counterattack. We're back underway. Home side netting a go-ahead goal. Comes Turner, willing his side forward. We'll have a second bite, and we'll send it out to Hutcherson. Ethan Hutcherson, slaloming, still going. Look at that pace from Hutcherson, but runs out of real estate, and it will be a goal kick to follow. Sent down the line. But Doradus will have to settle with the throw. Squared over to Pesmino. Now Frimpong. Down the line it goes. Well, one back. There's going to be a foul given away by Infant Baeri. This is Pesmino. Serving one down the middle. And finally cleared upfield. Pesmino probably could have let it go. Maybe Quincy Marshall didn't give the call in the nick of time. Heavy challenge. Win it back. And this time it will be a foul going against Doradus right around midfield. Caballero will stand over top of this one. And another foul. Caballero will take as they march their way up the field. Omar Torres has come on for Doradus FC in the second half. Good win from Milton Juarez. Juarez over to Frimpong. Collins Frimpong got a man in the middle. Can he pick his head up? Still going is Frimpong. Oh, Jabba got a foot to it in the nick of time. Now, finally, Alador Fitzim has found it. He sends it in. Shouts for a handball. And it is going to be a corner kick. Again, a consolation prize from what could have been. Lovely slaloming run from Collins Frimpong, but I don't think he had a picture of Fitzim, who was wide open the whole time. Here's the in-swinger to the back post. Second effort, also blocked over the end line. Another corner kick to come. It will be an opportunity for Frimpong to send one into the mix. Here comes the delivery from Frimpong. Low, but doesn't clear the first man. Turner sends it away. The second strike well up and over. Goal kick to follow. We're back underway. Sent out wide by Pazmino. Here's Frimpong. Waiting the throw. And this throw will find its way all the way to Frimpong. Frimpong! There it is, Collins Frimpong. A resounding strike into the back of the net. Would not be denied. Smacked it past Charles Feinfuss, who from that range really didn't stand a chance. 3-1 Doradus. This is their come-out performance. They are really firing on all cylinders. And Collins Frimpong, what a player. We'll take a look back at this run in. The cut, the strike, and the finish. I put it past Schweinfuss from a narrow angle. Turn up field. The advantage still there. Andrews to Turner. Turner has his pocket picked. It's right back to Andrews. Turner. And the offside flag goes. Kalkner was there. Kalkner. Big ball up the air. Second ball sent to Juarez. Juarez down the line. Has Frimpong. Frimpong cuts. Cuts again. Now the shot. There's the goal. Collins Frimpong. 2 goals in as many minutes. And he is a player absolutely on fire. Collins Frimpong. The brace. The 4th for Doradus. No answer from the Reds for Collins Frimpong. This young man is certainly at the top of his game right now. Scored in each of his last 3 games with Doradus. Multiple goals, I believe, in each of them. Let's take a look back at the strike. Cheeky little finish. The first one was power. This one was finesse. And it's 4-1 here at John R. Lewis in this UPSL Premier matchup. Reds, how can they respond? They had the first goal. but have been blanked ever since that second minute. Can they find their way back in? Still lots of time. 55th minute, still 35 minutes plus stoppage. Find and will their way back into this match. But they have to find an answer to Collins Frimpong, who has been a man absolutely on fire, especially here in the second half. This is sent forward. Sniffed out by Pazmino. And Franco, now Juarez out to Fitzham. Fitzham runs out of space, and it will be a throw for the Reds. Good ball, Hendy into Ethan Hutcherson. Hutcherson will find a beautiful diagonal ball over to Dimitri Turner. Turner still going. Shot. And finally blocked by Guevara. Oh, that's not the touch that Juarez would have liked. It's sent into the box, but Kalkner all day will win those. Kalkner's ball up top is well sent out by Hendy, who was there. Appreciate the kind words. Random Aussie, welcome. Josh Campbell making it happen. Hopping off the stream at MSI Bobcats and now on to the stream from a fan perspective here with Doradus Reds. I told you, Josh, Doradus are for real now. They've made massive improvements even since the start of this season. We remember in their first season in UPSL, Doradus made the playoffs, and they had lots of success in both Super League and UPSL. Just kind of shocked everyone. Such a young team in their first season could do so much. But in the sophomore slump, year two, season two was much more difficult. I think teams started to account for them, and the momentum kind of died out. But this is season three. They're a more mature team, and while they had kind of a flat start to the season, I think this is a team that will have a lot of success. Good win from Caballero. Andrews still going. Has Dimitri Turner. Turner can't get it past Frimpong. And here's Dimitri Turner. And there it is. The immediate pass forward for Ba. Ba by himself off the bar. That was a cold, measured finish. Almost a fifth. Doradus may have a second bite at the apple. This is Franco. The idea was there. The execution was not. Job was there. And now Hutcherson, just in the nick of time, gets it off his feet. Here's the turn from Turner. And Inja by Airy. Fitzham. Sent forward by Caballero. Turner taken down. There was coverage, so we're not going to see a red, but certainly got to be some card. Oh, it's the second yellow. Guevara. Those are the challenges you don't want to be making when you're on the yellow card. I think Guevara can have few complaints about this decision. Simply yellow card. And he's already on one, so now things get interesting. Doradus down to 10 men with a little over 30 minutes left to play. Guevara's day is done. He'll plead his case, but that is a yellow card without debate. Although there is, of course, debate because this is the sport we live in. Well, Guevara will make way, and now it's an opportunity for the Reds to serve one into the Doradus 18. That is not what Doradus needed. They were coasting their way towards success, but sent in by Turner, flicked and over the end line. Goal kick to come. Kalkner wants to play short. And it looks like that's just what Doradus will do. Pasmino on the field, and there's certainly a foul and the card for Matthias Hendy. It's just inside of Reds territory. If you're just joining us, this is Doradus ASA Reds. Doradus playing with 10 men now after Edwin Guevara picked up a second yellow for caution just a moment ago. Final 30 minutes will get interesting. Doradus still have venom up front, though. Collins Frimpong, the man to watch. He serves it to the 18. Now it's touched down by Turner, but Milton Juarez able to pick this one up to the end line. Milton Juarez squares it, sent back to the back post. Here comes Haldor Fitzham. He'll turn again. There's a class challenge on the end line. Big win from Milton Avalos Torres to get a foot to that. Slow down the attack. Will be a corner kick to come. Fitzham will stand over this one. And here we go. Franco sends it back. Now the service. Hendy rises above everyone. Infan Bayeri leaves it for Andrews. Two players running side by side. Here comes Infan Bayeri down the line. No recipient. And we're going to come back to the spot of the foul. Will be a set piece for, a throw for Doradus. Meanwhile, it's a switch for the Reds. On comes number 67. Janovic Alumbu has stepped on. This is Turner, clever to get it inside. Bogdanovic will switch the point of attack. Well, Torres. Turner looking for something. It's Ethan Hutcherson. Hutcherson to the top of the 18. Oh, that was the moment. Bogdanovic took it very quickly, but perhaps had a little more time than he thought. Hutcherson, this is so clever. Goal kick to come. So looping kick into midfield. Kalkner's not his best. This is Hutcherson, the shot. It's the save that puts it into the upper bar. No, excuse me. Not a save. Hutcherson, well, he just hit this up and over. I thought it was a save, but slow motion. Just a miss. Up into the American football crossbar. And we're back underway. Kalkner will find Pasmino. Now Turan down the line. It's a good battle. Or is dispossessed. And back inside. Caballero, Turner. Turning upfield. Dimitri Turner looking for the return pass. It looks like Frimpong dispossessed. Bogdanovic, now Hutcherson back inside for Avalos Toros. Doradus down a man, and we'll have to lock all available bodies in defensively. Hutcherson serves it inside. That's a good pass to settle things down. Milton Juarez still driving and picking up the foul inside of Doradus territory. That'll settle things down for a team that's in need of a quick breath after withstanding that pressure with just the 10 players. Sent down the line. No recipients in the area. Reds will look to play from the ground. It's a booming kick upfield. All the way into the waiting Kalkner. Sees a pass he likes and will just quickly send it. Now Juarez looking for the return. Still going. Milton Juarez back outside. It's down the line from Ba. Frimpong dispossessed by Hutcherson. Second ball goes to Collins Frimpong. Dispossessed again. Milton Avalos Toros able to release it in time. Caballero. Now Turner. And space is there for the Reds to run into. Hutcherson second to this ball behind Quincy Marshall. It was Edwin Guevara who picked up the red card. Second yellow for Guevara. Sees Doradus down to 10 now. And it's an offside flag. Reds can't believe this one. Oh, excuse me. That's not an offside. It's a foul given, which makes more sense. Bogdanovich, the guilty party. Player down, perhaps an elbow or at least a shove. Yeah, MSI are looking really good up in that DMV North Conference. I don't know if there are many teams that can compete, but I know one. Tyler Reed, I don't know if you're still out there, but Bowleys are a team that you wouldn't want to pick against coming off of a DMV North title in their first ever UPSL season. They have really kept the momentum high. But back to this one. This is Milton Avalos Toros taking advantage of the space given. Beautiful diagonal pass. Now, Ethan Hutcherson, acres of space, sends it across. Perhaps had more space. Turner out of the air. What a catch from Christian Kalkner. An absolutely driven ball from Dimitri Turner, picked out by the former Maryland Bobcat. That's a clever little ball from Kalkner. Had me fooled. And now Juarez takes it down. This ball's cut out. Andrews couldn't quite hang on. So it's right back into the feet of Juarez, who has Maleligan. Maleligan now over to Collins Frimpong. Frimpong winning the possession. That's a lovely turn. And that's not what Reds wanted. Hendy dumps it over that far touchline. Looks like we're going to see a couple switches. Doradus bringing in fresh bodies to try to help out. As Turan is off. It looks like Ba is on. Adam Bembarek will come in to help things defensively. Here's the shot. It looks like that is well wide of target. Goal kick Sent short. Here comes Milton Avalos Toros. Torres' ball back to Hutcherson. Now Hendy. It's only partially dealt with by Doradus. Marshall sends it right back down the pitch. Throw down the line. Final ball outside of anyone's range. It started off a really close game, but Doradus has been much more clinical and have had much more venom with their possession. Reds have had some lovely pieces of play, but haven't found just that key pass, that key strike to take them in behind. That's been the difference today. Here's Dimitri Turner. He's been exceptional. The pass notwithstanding. It's sent back and out. Ethan Hutcherson is there. And this could be an opportunity, but again, Quincy Marshall, a big challenge to send this to safety. Back to Hutcherson. Jabba has Turner. And Turner, an audacious idea, didn't work out. It's over the top. And Hendy will turn this one away. Good turn. Hutcherson accelerates past one. Back again. And on the far side it goes. Bembarek is there. Turner gets it off first time, didn't come off. That's well won by Turner. The end ball trickles through, goalkeeper off his line. Christian Kalkner to the rescue. Looks like Doradus will play through on the ground. Playing well with just the 10 players. They've had to be smart. It looks like Reds will make the next switch. Ben Andrews is off. And Ferristello is on. Had some fresh legs and experience to this Red side. The George Washington alum will get his first touch on the ball. Back to Turner. Hello. And now Hutcherson dispossessed, but Caballero is there. Now Hutcherson finding a window. And Hutcherson's ball goes up and over, but those are the moments the Reds need to capitalize on. Here's a look back at the strike from Hutcherson. Would have taken a Herculean strike to beat Christian Kalkner. He's playing really well right now. Perhaps that was in the back of the mind of Ethan Hutcherson as he hit that. A lot of force. Ba tries to send it back. Torres down the line. Hutcherson got a piece of it. Now Bogdanovich for the Reds. Looking up into an attacking area. Beautiful diagonal pass. Hutcherson has a window and will lift this up and over everybody. Down the line we go. Well, won by Turner, who will try the audacious in a sea of white shirts. Now Milton Juarez for Doradus down the line. Here comes Maleligan, the strike and the goal. It's Alador Fitsum, Fitsum with another goal and the celebration in the corner to cap off a great performance. Much love. Alador Fitsum, a player absolutely in form. 5-1 is your scoreline here from John R. Lewis. Two players on multiple goals. Fitsum with 2, Collins Frimpong with 2, and I believe Mulligan with the 5th. I have to think back. Who did score the other goal? In any case, Red's not looking in the best situation. Even playing with an extra man, have struggled to break down the Doradus back line. Quincy Marshall, reliable as always, sends this into safety. Valero sends it back to Milton Navalos Toros. Oh, it's Hutcherson. White shirts are stacked around him. Second bite at the apple. Hutcherson again. Blocked. Now Caballero. Into the middle. Shot from distance. What a save. An awkward one, but an effective one from Christian Kalkner. And we'll try to find a big, booming ball upfield on a line. Well, Lulligan was the target. It's down the line. Now Caballero loses control. Needs some help. Hendy to the rescue. Good turn from Turner. Up top, right back to Turner. This attack looked good, but Doradus just do so well to get bodies around the ball. And they are firing on all cylinders today. Again, this is the same team that drew Los Toros, Alexandria Reds, and it's been a crazy season. Andy. The attack continues. Tello losing out. Now Doradus have bodies forward. Is there a square ball? It's lifted up and over, and that's given as an offside. The first pass must have been the offside one. I don't know how that would have been offside. It looked like it was a tackle that took it into the direction of was a Doradus fan. This is Caballero across the mid. What was that?
Can they hear me?
I wouldn't be too loud. It's supposed to be directional, but they'll be able to hear you a little bit.
Just want the guys in the chat to put pressure on Noah. We need the podcast back.
I know. I got to start doing it because Gio's been out of the mix. I got to figure out that software. I'm going to do it. You heard it from Coach Taylor. Here comes Doradus. Fitsum looking for a third. May just take it to the corner as Doradus all the way in control. 5-1 is your score in spite of Doradus playing with a man down. And Edwin Guevara picking up a second yellow in the 68th minute. But Doradus have continued to shine. There's the service. Bogdanovich sends it up top. No dice. Here's Ba. Ibrahim Ba goes down, but did enough to get it off his feet in the nick of time. Malel again. Back to Torres and all the way back to Kalkner to get out of trouble. And Kalkner always confident on the ball. And that is not the pass that Doradus would have liked to see. Here comes Hutcherson. Torres is there. All the way back to Caballero. Good ball all the way back. Now Faristello. And let's see, Marshall sends it away. I think Kalkner wanted that from the head back. It was a nervy moment. Marshall didn't like how it was shaken up. When you got a 5-1 lead, I think safety first in all cases. Meanwhile, we're going to see another switch. Off comes Nebu Malel again. On will come Gerardo Silva. We are back underway. Reds on the near side. Got plenty of space to work into, but they just hit a brick wall whenever they get into the final quarter. Reds have so many bodies able to stack up. Well sniffed out by Torres. Jabba. Now Bogdanovich. Here comes service. Sniffed out, and Turner was the target. Didn't come off. This is over the top. Goalkeeper's off the line, and Schweinfuss, in the nick of time, mops up ahead of Alador Fitzham, hot in pursuit of his third. This is down the line. Frimpong. Cutting back, working against Faristello. Frimpong, the strike, and the save from Charles Schweinfuss. Schweinfuss had to be alert. This was an absolute laser from the foot of Collins Frimpong. Now a corner kick from the far touch. That is interesting. Danish. Fun fact, Danish Descartes Nelson is a pretty good goalkeeper. You guys still in each other's position, I guess. Or maybe learn from each other. Here's the in-swinger from Collins Frimpong. Oh, it connects with Juarez at the backside. But no window for any connection. We're back underway. Reds playing over to Torres. Carlos Torres slaloming through the midfield. There is more space than Reds have had in the latter portion of this game. It's into the 18. Kalkner is there just ahead of Hutcherson. And Kalkner will send it out wide. There's the clearance in the direction of Fitsum. Fitsum making himself a nuisance. Oh, what a touch from Alador Fitsum. Can he get the hat trick? Oh, it's off the crossbar. Still alive. Fitsum doing everything right, seemingly, save for finding that third goal. But now it's up to Reds to get from defense to attack in the blink of an eye. There's not long left now. 4 minutes left to play. 4 goals to make up for the Reds. And I'll never say never, but things looking ever bleaker. Turn pass from Hutcherson. Well controlled by Turner. Dimitri Turner. Incredible skill. It's still in the mix. Shout for a handball. Not given. And Doradus now have Frimpong. The outlet pass to Fitsum. Here comes Alador Fitsum. Has a lot of work to do with 3 players in front of him. Fitsum still going, waiting for support. And we'll use that support. Here's Frimpong to the end line. And it looks like there is a yellow card given to Bogdanovic for dissent. I believe it was for dissent. Hard to tell. It looks like Caballero is coming off. And another player coming on. Not sure who the other player off is. Looks like Quincy Marshall will also step off. And Leandro Sainz is on. Bogdanovic also off. And now we're going to have a corner kick with a whole shakeup of bodies. Collins Frimpong to deliver. There's the delivery from Frimpong. All the way to the opposite side. Leandro Sainz getting his first touches on the ball. Dispossessed. The counterattack is there. Tello to the outside. It's a booming diagonal ball. Won't clear Torres. And it's taken down by Ferris Tello. Good turn. Tello gives it back. And it's jumped well. Collins Frimpong still going. Looking to open up a window. Frimpong to the corner. Well, try to turn it back, but forgot to bring the body with him. There's an opportunity to get the ball to Turner. Turner was in space, but I don't think anyone saw him. Now sent to the far side. Reds have bodies in support. Can they find Hutcherson? Yes, they can. Hutcherson gets a touch, but it's a heavy touch, and it will trickle all the way over the far touch. Good to see you around, Amazi. I'm sure I'll see you soon. I think we have Wednesday as the next match, as North Stars will take on Doradus. So another Doradus game. We got a whole host of Doradus matches on DMV Sports Media this week. I had them last night, have them today, and we'll have them Wednesday. And I think they have been playing at their highest level. There's Alador Fitsum down the line. Frimpong back to Fitsum. Either of those players scores, we'll see a hat trick today. So that could be interesting. I think the result of this game is already done and dusted. Skill abounds. Time for using this trick stick now. late in this game of real-life FIFA. It's over to Torres. Now Ibrahim Ba taken down by Bogdanovic. I thought he was the player off. Sent down the line. This is a tricky ball. Absolutely dissects this back line. Here's Fitsum. Can he find a window? Unselfish to locate Leandro Sainz. Sainz brings it all the way back, and Doradus will have this one in tow. 5-1's your final result. 2 braces. Collins Frimpong and Alador Fitsum each scoring 2. Maleligan also had 1. And then Ben Andrews scored for the Reds in the 2nd minute, but Alexandria Reds, despite a strong start, a poor finish, and despite going down to 10 men in the 69th minute, Doradus hold on, 5-1 victors, 3 points to Doradus, and they march up the table here in the UPSL Virginia North Premier. Certainly a team in form. We appreciate you joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube, our coverage of the UPSL and more. Might still be a couple minutes left in either the Frederick Kings Baltimore City FC match, if you want to go over check that one out. I believe that our other match, MSI and Bobcats, wrapped up quite a while ago. But thanks for joining us. Another successful weekend from my team to yours. We appreciate you. We have a match 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Super Soccer League, North Stars and Doradus. And then we will look to the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, a whole host of matches across various leagues. We'll see you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our short-form highlights on Instagram, and then extended highlights for every match are posted within a couple days on YouTube. So check out those extended highlights on our YouTube page. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next